Everything is functional. Hi, this is Becker Wozette. Welcome once again to the Mental Block server for Cubic Chunks action. Now, I've decided that we're going to have just one Cubic Chunks series, and I'll take it wherever I want to. If I want to show a nice build, if I want to show a nice server other than mine. But this server is the main one for the moment because this is the one with the most people on it. See? One person! And the Infinite was on earlier, but I guess he was also AFK or he was busy. I don't know. I've been running. I got a whole bunch of new things set up here. I recorded an episode and I didn't like it, so here we go again. And I've only got an hour to do this before the restart. Which one is the one where you change the map? Well, I don't want to change the map. So here is what we have, which is known as the two furnace system. They both go in there. The stuff goes through there, and it ignores that blue, that blue slot there. It got the wrench in there. I always put wrenches in there to keep things from going in. Wrench in the machine, so it's not going to go into the hopper over there. But it goes up or left, and left, of course, is yellow, which is where I put the blocks of coal and the regular coal. And then up this way is everything else. And it doesn't look to see what it is. And it goes into that upper one. And then it goes down to that one. And then it goes down to this one. And this is, of course, everything comes out of there. It goes up there. We've already done stuff like this. This is a very curious thing here. It goes through that. This comes up through there. It doesn't need to connect. These don't need to be here. So I don't know how to fix that. We've got a dual system now. We've got two redstone engines with a common thing going up through that and then going to here. And then we got a 3 system because this was so overflowing that this one was almost full. And that would have been a disaster. So I put one here, and now we got a third one. And it's empty because there's nothing in the dump chest because it's catching up with everything. These, of course, are used to put my additional diamond storage crates. Oh, by the way, this is the last moment you'll be able to see the diamond storage crates looking like this because we have just voted on the next block pack. And regardless of the new mod that we're probably going to add, regardless of whether or not we add it, that the new quantum storage version has a brand new design for the crate, which looks awesome. Well, some people don't like it. J-Man said, ew. Yeah, well, I might say ew, too. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, this is also a dual setup with 2 redstone engines. One over there, goes up there. Now, this is complicated. It goes in here, and then we've got 3 separate ones, white, black, and yellow, all of which go to here and put the stuff in there. So we've got the 3 kinds of coal, or coal-like fuel anyway. And we got all the other kinds of ores and stuff like that. And then we got one over here which does the same thing, but it's with food. And there's still one more thing that it moves as well. I forgot what netherrack. We got netherrack, we got some sand. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So the stuff goes through there, the food does that. This is interesting. This, you'll see, is where we got the different types of wood and the netherrack and the sand and the cobble. And the idea is that it goes here and then it chooses left or right randomly. Completely randomly. I wish it was 50%, but you would need additional pipes to do that. And if it goes in here, it goes back down in there. You got a wrench there to keep anything from going up into that. And then it proceeds along its merry way. This is not connected to that, but this one, the different types of ingots and such that go that way into that area. So what we have here is we have everything. Yeah, we also include emerald, but we don't have any emeralds. Slight problem there. It's hard to get the emeralds sent in, but they all go through the green into this area. But the ones that go along this line end up in these. You got tin, copper, aluminium. I do that so as to upset the people who want to pronounce it with the American word. And I'd like to piss off both sides and just call it aluminum, but I don't even like that word. And this is the other ones, and they also go through here and then go through that. And so the ones in the front are the ones I've found mostly. Whoa, what's all this? Oh, I haven't moved them yet. Oh, I'd forgotten I haven't moved them yet. Okay, where's lead? Put lead in. Aluminum. Capre. And sapphire. I forgot I moved it all there, and I forgot to move it back. Slight mistake. I also made a mistake because I don't have a place to put the gold nuggets yet. Theoretically, I should have, like, the gold nuggets should go, like, up here. And then... yeah. Go through the auto workbench into that. It should be possible. Gonna happen? No. Nowhere to put it here. We'd have to have it come out of one of these, and then, yeah. That would be a mess. Now, the back side is the ones that we don't have yet. Chromium, iridium, osmium. Let's double check. Well, we wouldn't have them anyway. Fire, I don't even know where they are. And this one's blank in case we need another something. There's room for one more, I think. Now, over here is where I put the cobble stuff. And we'll show how that works. Cobble no longer goes straight to the cobble quantum storage unit. Cobble now just keeps going on until it gets here. Where's it over there? Oh, that's where... we'll get to that in a minute. As you can see, cobblestone goes up this thing, and then it chooses left or right. If it goes that way, it goes into the storage unit where we got 71K. It's doing pretty well. The rest of them go the other way, where it goes with a random chance this way, or down, into these three, which are for the slab, the wall, and the stairs. We don't really need the stairs so much. And we don't right now need the walls or the slabs, but I've got slabs, and we already... actually, we had fewer slabs in this. I wonder what happened. We had a lot more slabs, basically. I guess it's when I converted the storage crate into a QSU that it must have destroyed the items in it. That does happen. You do have to be careful. There are other reasons why items might get destroyed. But anyway, the thing about it is, as you saw back there, half the cobble goes in there and gets smelted, and then it gets sent back. And then the regular stone goes to here, where it's the same thing. It goes up, it could go into that, or it could go this way into another 50-50. This 50%, however, goes up to make stone bricks, and this 50% goes down to make stone slabs, which is one of the most beautiful things ever created. And it goes way, way back to the very beginnings of the mod. Well, not the very beginnings, but early on it was the first slab ever made, except for the dirt slab, which was a test. Anyway, that's not important. Then I've got this going so that when it comes out, and then it goes into there. That's... originally, I was going to just have this over here, and then we would have this underneath it. And I forgot why I didn't do that. Actually, it might be a good idea if we could do it that way. It would certainly make it a little easier. Then it could just go out. But when it goes out, it should go into a hopper. And the problem is the hopper isn't... hoppers never send anything into pipes. You have to extract from an inventory to get something into a pipe, and that includes hoppers. Yes. I don't even know if it works with hoppers. I usually just prefer to take stuff out of the inventory like this. So it goes out into there, into this. And then it comes out into here where we've got, guess what? Yes, the stone bricks. Now, we don't make the stone bricks back there. We make them over here, you see. But you put the stone brick... yeah, we could probably just have that go here. And, well, anyway, it's another 50% chance, and there's only 411 there. But then it goes over here, and there's a 50-50 from this end for the brick slabs and the brick stairs. We almost never need the brick slabs or the brick stairs, but I've got them. Actually, I need a lot of brick slabs back at my back at the spawn base. This has been very complicated. And a lot of these things have been moving around. There's a blank space. There's a bunch of things going missing. And there's these spaces, and some of them can't have anything. I can't put anything here, for example. Unless we find a way to keep it from putting anything in there. Now, netherrack. We used to have netherrack going to this abomination. You'll remember the abomination. So we had the netherrack going all the way over here to the abomination. And have its own little thing. But now we have the abomination... now we have the netherrack going in here. We don't have any netherrack right now because we've depleted it. Because I have to go back. I'll show you where we're setting that up. So what we do is we decide half of the netherrack, as you see, it goes this way and into there. The other half keeps going. And when it gets here, oh yeah, this is where we put all the wood, but I don't have all the wood types yet. I have to get some saplings and some planks, so we could do that. And then it'll put all the wood in here. Of course, the problem is there's no room for most of this. It's not. Oh, there we are. We need to make some room for the other wood types, and I think I might have deleted some of that. Ugh. But we're going to move the wood. In fact, we're going to dismantle this whole thing, and I'll show you why later on. The last two chests are for random. We've got popped chorus fruit. We'll get to that. We got it set up so the chorus fruit goes in there, and then it becomes popped chorus fruit, but then it doesn't have anywhere to go because I haven't set that up yet. We're going to have another one of these auto workbenches where the chorus fruit will be turned into the purpur blocks. And then from there we can send the purpur blocks to one of additional ones of these, but we don't have very many workbenches right now. I gotta make like a ton of them before I can dismantle this. I will be dismantling it though, probably. 99% sure. What else have we got? More gold nuggets. A miscellaneous block we can't use. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and these, of course. Got chorus flowers over here. I need to figure out what we're going to do about the chorus flower. I haven't figured that out yet. Now you can see the abomination has changed since we got nether brick going in here, and it, it sends it 4 at a time, or at least it should. It might not. But there's a problem, namely these got done like crazy, allowing for over 2k nether bricks. But on this side, why there's so many? And it usually gets full up. And there's more here. Speaking of which, I'm going to put some in there. We'll put 32 in that. In this, I mean. It's because getting a lot more nether than getting nether brick. More nether brick than nether wart. In fact, this stuff's ready to harvest, so I'll be doing that right now. The fact that I now have 2 rows of the stuff is awesome, but I think maybe 3 rows would be better. It's hard to say. But I only collect it when I really want to, when I really feel like it. Also, the biome change causes this. It's weird to see biome change. Or ran into cactus. Oh, the cactus are full, so I can now make more cactus. There's more to that story than that, but let's just leave it like that. Not going to collect it right now. So it still works, and no problem there. I did have so many at one point that I was thinking about having another double chest of nether brick, but I said nah. This has been changed slightly. We now have hay bales in the back, but that's not a big deal. Okay, what else? This, I already told you about that. Already told you about this. This was a project in progress. I wanted to move all the wood. And I wanted to have all 6 types of wood. Logs, planks. 5 or 6 different things, saplings. And over here, the sticks. I've only put 1 stick in there to make sure people know about the stick. The stick goes in there and it don't take no stick. Or rather, it does take stick. But this was all I could make, and I ended up making double chests for the miscellaneous stuff. You'd get saplings, this one, and logs in the other one. The other ones would be planks and everything else. And then I realized, how am I going to get everything out there? Now let me show you. When I made these, the cobble stuff, I thought, well, this is great. And then I thought, wait, suppose I'm carrying a cobble wall with me. I can't just put it in the dump chest because it won't move it there. So I thought I gotta go over here and it was like, oh, I'm carrying this around. I gotta drop it off here. That's no good. And if you just had it move through this, it'll move through this. It'll go in here, hopefully. Well, it doesn't seem to be any reason why it would go in there. And it goes in there, and then what? Nothing. It doesn't go in there. It'll just bounce back out. So I was like, well, the only way I'm gonna get stuff in here is by putting this secondary pipe system down here. And so I've got it, the stuff goes down through there because that's the earliest one I could get it through. And that was good, so it could just move all all 5 types of stuff. No, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 types. Oh, that's right. There's 2 and 2 and 3. No, wait. It should be 2, 2 and 2. No. No, we're not counting the blocks. It just does the non-blocks, because the blocks could just go through. All right, so we did that. Once I did that, it's like, well, we got to do the same thing with wood. But wood is more, because there's 6 different types of things. And there's more things to make them into. So I said we're going to make our own row for it. And once I got started on that, I realized I couldn't do it. I was going to have another underground and another above ground. See, there's this goes out here. Nothing's going to go through that. You don't have to worry about that. Because as you can see here, I put a wrench, or in this case, a chest. I never send chests through the system either. And so it's not going to send anything. But, and I have this one going underground from back there. You saw it was down there. Goes underneath that and goes down here. But that's as far as I've gotten, and I realize this isn't going to work, and I'm going to just cancel the whole thing. Because we have a new setup we're going to use. That's why I showcase this. Not because I want to say, look how wonderful I am. Because I don't need to do that. I mean, I don't have much of an ego. People make fun of me. But I made this not to show how wonderful I am. It just shows how mentally deranged my ideas are. This is all going to get scrapped and replaced with a new system because we are getting ender storage. There's very likely the voting will be until midnight GMT, and that's in about 13 hours from when I've recorded this. I don't know what time it'll be, but probably contest will be over by the time I've edited and uploaded. And so what's going to happen? That's what happened. There's a sheep that escaped. How do they escape anyway? I've separated everything now so that they are... So if they escape, then you just see them out. And I do want them out because I want to kill them. I'll explain what I'm talking about. The idea is that you kill these guys when they escape. If they don't escape, that's good. They are still inside. And then what I do is every once in a while, the next time they escape, I just get more wheat. I get a hay bale, and I just do 4 here and do 4 here, and that's good. If it starts getting really low, then I might call out some more. Okay, so the wood I realized was a failure of an idea, and once we're getting ender storage is the answer because we'll get these special ender chests. And in anticipation of that, I've gotten some blaze rods. There is a blaze farm, and yes, I've discovered the blaze farm again, and I was surprised to find it. Was working. Got some chests, got some blaze rods, which I believe are necessary for it. I've made another decision. This may look familiar. It's all the stuff that I've been carrying around with me before. Actually, now we don't need the torch in there anymore. Put the torch in here. And that reminds me. I need to have a leather one. And we'll probably put the leather one over there. Right. Nobody leave. Yeah, this is a very, very poor system. We need more systems. We need to have a place to put auto workbenches that'll go into things that can have another way of sending stuff into it. Other than, well, you know what? We could just have something like this, where it goes down and then it just goes straight into the hopper. Nothing wrong with doing it that way. That way we can move it right next to that if we wanted. It would make things a lot easier if we thought it would be easy. Of course, it might not be. You make something there and then you make it into this and then it's got to come out of there. You have to have a hopper underneath it. That could be a problem. This is our old setup, and I'm going to wish it farewell because we're going to have a proper setup for everything because we're going to have... It's like, those teleport pipes? Well, an ender chest is like a teleport chest. You put stuff in it, and then it goes to another one. And it doesn't work with hoppers. In the ender chest that we have in vanilla Minecraft does not work with hoppers. Because why would it? It's your own personal storage, and it doesn't know which one to utilize. But here we got a specially utilized thing that we put hoppers on, and it'll work. And I've tested it, and it works. that's about it. And now I'm going to take, let's see, we'll need 2 charcoals. Oh, we got more of these. You know what I hate? When you make these, and you can stack them, but once you've removed all items from them, you can't stack them anymore. Oh, and I'm down to 1 obsidian. How is that a problem? Well, it means I can't make any more QSUs. I gotta get more obsidian. Not a problem. Welcome to the Nether. This is outside my base. It's also next to, as you may have seen this, Minecraft's base, which is that way. Although there's additional stuff in that direction. I've shown you some of it, but he doesn't want me looking at his stuff and showcasing it in a video, so I won't. As soon as he is ready to allow that, I will do it. I've seen it. It's a pretty big base. Anyway, my point was, there is one thing I wanted to do. He's got an area down to 0 in the overworld, in his base, and I wanted to show you what 0 in the overworld looks like with Optifine D1. See this? D1. I'm using C9, but this is D1 that there is available. Don't use D1 because it won't show anything. You can't see anything above or below Vanilla Heights. This despite the fact that the guy working on Optifine has a Discord channel within the Cubic Chunks Discord. I know. There's some more stuff for random stuff, not important. Before we get over there, I'm gonna go this way. I dug this tunnel because that way was a bunch of lava, but Minecraft was digging it out. So I go down here. Notice it looks different when you look at it like that. And then it appears. This is where I scoped out that there was stuff over there. Lots of lava over there, so you bet I'm going for it. But then I dug it all out. So I went over here and I got some more lava from over here. And there's still more lava over there. However, this is where... Whoa. I forgot there's a big hole over there. Guess how I got some more from there. There's Minecraft's pump. He's doing pretty well with it. I don't want to be within range of it because then he'll be doing it on my time. This was my original AFK room for that area. Over here I had an AFK room for this area, but I don't need these anymore. Over here now, I was going to go over there, and there is some over there. Actually, I want to go over there and see what we got. Oh, look at all this. I've got tons of this stuff. This could go on forever. With some lava here, and I've gotten a lot of that out. And now we got one over there, and it's kind of out in the open, so I kind of don't want to see how it's doing until it's done doing it. It's also a little far from me, so I might have to find some way to be near it. Let's see, where can I have a little doorway? I don't know. Well, let's see how well it's doing. 6973 buckets. Yeah, it's okay. Don't see it. Oh, glowstone. I don't have any glowstone on me, ironically. I've never needed any. I should for some design work, though. Yeah, this was originally all flat, and then most of it has been. Is that the egg? Is that the edge of it though? Because it should be continuing. I don't know. I don't really understand 100% of how it works, but it starts outward and it goes inward. Is what I know. Get some magma blocks for old time's sake. And then we'll get some of these so I can do this. Oh, wait, no, not that. So I can do this. And I want to do one here. So at least I'm not going to take damage accidentally. I hate that. Oh, by the way, if you can take damage from walking on this, you should be able to take damage by bumping your head on this. Not that I would want to. And I can get more of those anytime I want. But this too shall end. And then I'll have to go over there or do worse. Now that I know how it works, it's all excellent, right? Things are getting crazy. Yeah, not an AFK room. It's a blue elevator that takes you up to the netherrack farm. Now, the netherrack farm is not great. In fact, it's terrible. Because every time I carry buckets with me. Every time I see lava somewhere, I then have to go in there and pull the lava out, or it's not going to get it. And that's how... Oh, that's what happened. I was wondering where that fire noise was coming from. In fact, if we've got this, I might as well just take some out. And repair the damage. There we go. And do this too. It's not a big deal. And I think that wasn't there either. And I wanted to do this. Now the reason why there was damage here is because there was a ghast in there and he shot at us. But I wasn't here when it happened. It was Minecraft who was looking at this. Yeah, thanks. So anyway, time to put in the charcoal. And time to turn on whenever you can. QSU ready at the bloop, like that, and other miscellaneous stuff, which doesn't have any of the other stuff. Doesn't have any of the other stuff because it takes a very, very long time, and I was upset because this is actually bigger than where I had it last, which was at the spawn base, and I wasn't done with it at the spawn base. I was going to move it to a new location, so we're just continuing with this stuff, and we're going to just keep messing with this until it runs out. The problem with this setup is if I need diamonds, I have to go back to my regular base. And from my regular mining world, and then I have to wait until it gets to the very bottom, which is why I was running it. But it's also why I'm running this as well. Everything's got to get done, and it's going to take a very long time for it to get done either way. Now this is where I go out if I find something. I'm like, carry the bucket, and then, oh no, there's lava in here. Soup. These pigs burp a lot, don't they? And that's that for that. And I went down here because I wanted to have something that went all the way down so I could just keep coming out as I needed. And then I discovered this big hole over here. I went down there, but it was no good, so I went back up. Don't like it at all. It's a progress in work. Is that it? That is it. That's all I have to report on from my stuff. Now we're gonna go somewhere else. But first I gotta spend a little bit, not too much, of AFK time up here. This place, this underground area, it was going to be something. It was going to have all the sorts of things. And now I realize I'm just putting it in the portable pocket dimension. And so this stuff is... I've removed a lot of chests. I could remove more chests. Some of them I'm keeping, though. I think I'll just keep these for some stuff. I've still got this. I haven't moved that yet. Oh, look, more minecarts. What am I going to do with all these minecarts? And another saddle? I really should move everything into the other place. I guess I'll just move everything into a dump chest from here. Instead of all this, I'll just have the dump chest upstairs, and everything goes into it will just go into the other dimensional space. And then I can remove this. We don't need this here either. I'd love to reclaim these hoppers and stuff, and look at all that, and I'd love to reclaim everything, so I can hardly wait to set up. I'll probably be playing this thing for like 6 hours, 8 hours at least. I still plan on digging all this out, though. I just have other targets I want to use. Remember, I was using this. And that was before I had the markers. Now that I have the markers, I could set it up for the whole thing. Except I'm a little busy and I can't do that right now. And oh, down there, I've already removed a bunch of things from over there too. Up here, you can see I haven't really started this. It is going to be started. I've made a few inroads getting ready to start it, but I need to concentrate on it. All I've got right now is this. A bunch of stone, some dirt, ladders, that's it. That's all we got for this thing. I need to get the other stuff ready and move that stuff around. But what we're going to do right now, I'm going to go and get some sand. Wait, oh, it's up. Get some of that sand. I forgot that I showcased that. Yeah, I think I did. And I wanted to see whether there's anything up there I should look at. I am looking around for a bunch of things. Now, this is where I went before, but we're going to go a little higher this time. Right there you will see I've got a torch. And that torch has been there for like, what is this, March 26th? I think I've had it there since late December or early January. I don't remember. But it's like this is where this has been. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm going to replace these with... I'm going to replace these with the special shore things. That's good. Oh, I've needed to get some more sand for a very, very long time. Means a lot to me. Yeah, now see, for example, you know, the cactus. Now, some cactus will be kept, and some cactus will just be turned into the green stuff. And so the question is, how do we know which goes where? We'll have something where everything gets sorted out like that, where we just move stuff into individual... We'll have special dump chests for each thing that needs to get moved around and stuff like that. And so something that's meant to go to the smelter will just go into the smelt dump chest, for example. We'll have a bunch of these. I haven't worked out what the color combos will be, but it's probably going to involve a lot of green. Why green? Well, it's just what I want to do. Have some green. Because everybody else is going to use white, 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 and I'm thinking I'll use green. I don't know how many of these we'll need. We'll need one for... Yeah, we'll need at least two, because we're going to have one for smelting, and we're probably going to have another one for other purposes. Have one for carry-on stuff. Anyway, this gets boring to look at, so I'm going to stop now. I wanted to point something out. I just noticed this. Some of the sand, because of the texture pack, has little white dots on it. Like right there. Now what's interesting about that is, it reminds me of Earthbound when somebody lost a contact lens, and you have to go looking for it, and it's this little tiny white dot in the desert. Yeah, thanks guys who make the Conquest texture pack. Yikos, man, it's terrible. I'm thinking people are losing their contact lenses in the game. We don't even have contact lenses. Oh, I wanted to show another thing. Got a little bit of time. Let's see, it's Control O. Barrel, here we go. Deprecated barrels will be removed as of 1.13. Now there's some question as to what this is, but if you look at it, there's no recipe. It's been deprecated for a little while. I think it was even before it was 1.12. But it's not... It's only like that to keep the people satisfied who still have and use them. Why they haven't switched from those barrels to anything else that has existed since then, I don't know. And it's not really my concern. I feel like doing some exploring today. Now that way is... or was J-Man's base. Or maybe that's where J-Man had something set up. I'm always forgetting if he was north or south. Let's go that way. Let's go that way and see what we can find. How many stacks did I get? Oh, 7. 7.5 stacks. Oh, is this what I think it is? It is. It is. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You know what I'm going to do now. Love watching that. It also creates a little wall on the ground below it. Got another one over here. I don't know why I do this. I just love doing this. It's fun. Alright, heading back to J-Man, or... I don't remember if that's J-Man's base, or if it's that place where we were getting slimes from. A good question. Oh, I could look it up, I suppose. Jake! Wait, not J-Man, but Jake? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, that's Jake. He hasn't played in a long time. Yeah, why don't you come back and, Jacob Morganian, come back and play the game. You know, we got more things now. Maybe his computer couldn't handle it or something. Well, we're going to look around a little bit. There's no reason why I should expect to find anything. So where's the slime? So that's spawn, so maybe that's the slime, except it's 400, which doesn't seem right. E, what was E? E? End portal. We don't want to go to the end portal, do we? You know, I have forgotten where the slimes are. I'm pretty sure this is the right direction. Well, let's start going down, I guess. It's been a while since I saw actual land. Has this nice look to it. The next map is probably going to be really crazy, and I have no idea if anybody's going to want it. Fortunately, I don't know when we're going to have the next map. As you can see, this is a wonderful place, but nobody's actually built here. Contrast with the last episode I was recording, and you find that nobody had... you'll find that the place that was built... Oh, let's not talk about that. It's terrible. There's some floating... Let me turn that off. Yeah, look at this. Technically, if there's a layer above that, then there ought to be a layer above that, and that ought to be up there. Since I can't see it, I don't know. This is one of the very weird things that happens. This is a very weird map. I actually don't know where anything is. I don't know why I just want to look around a bit. I'll tell you what, we'll stop when we see something very, very interesting. I mean, other than the very interesting stuff we're already seeing. Like those straight lines in nature over there. Very, very, very interesting. Getting dark out. New chunk. Because this hasn't gone down yet. It's not going to start a fire because it's going down over there instead of over there. Pretty cool. Of course, it shouldn't be a new chunk, but we were probably flying well above it. Oh, look at all this. Eh? Oh. Just trying to find any signs of civilization. Like if somebody built a house or something. Is there really nobody out here? I'm not going that far south, am I? Looks awesome, though, I have to say. This is probably the water area. This is probably what I was looking for. Ah, yeah, the water area. See, I don't have my original world map anymore because it was removed. So... Gotta go down and see what we got. Oh, there's the water. Okay. Let's see. No, nothing there. I aims to find it. I aims to find that old slime chunk, even though we don't need it. Ooh, look at that. And that's not somebody building that. That's a natural spawn. Because you can't build one in midair like that. I already told you that. Would have already told you that. Wonder where that is. Oh, that's on the... Okay. Yep. Definitely looking for something. I don't know whether I'm going to find it. It's one of those things. If I find something really, really cool, then I still don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's one of those things. Nothing yet. The water. It's all water from here on in. I found a nice little island. I also found a bunch of creatures on that island, but I think I'd like to set up a little base on this island. Maybe make a little tiny tower or something. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. Of course, it's also the middle of the night, so I have to wait for them to despawn, and they don't all despawn, especially the creepers and that guy and but this looks like a nice little place. I notice I keep getting shot at by, and the arrows, that's pretty funny to see it. Dum 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 shoots. Ooh! That's really funny. Anyway, so I guess we're done for this episode. I'm gonna see what we could do over here. This is Backer Was at signing off.